What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of our van build series. In this episode, we're going to be putting up an awning. We decided long ago, while it was a kickstart, that we wanted to buy a MoonShade. It was actually quite a ways down our budget list, so we didn't actually buy this. We actually won it through an online Instagram giveaway that Bearfoot Theory and vanlife Roadmap put on. So we are very excited to have it now because I will be able to utilize it in the hot North Carolina sun while we finish out building this thing. If you haven't checked out vanlife Roadmap, it is a crash course in how to pick a van, how to pick materials for it, how to even pare down your things. Basically runs through everything you need to know to start van life. So I will have that link in the description below. Definitely go check out their YouTube channel. One of the reasons we wanted to get a MoonShade was it's compact. It's about the size of a tent. We can store it in the garage. It's not something that is, you know, unsightly on the outside of your van on a regular basis. It's not putting drag on your van as you're driving down the road. And it's also not $1,500, $1,200, $2,000, whatever you might spend on an attached awning on the outside. So couldn't recommend this enough from the initial research we've done, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up, see that it is as bright as my expectations are alluding to, and in the future we'll see if we can make another video to give you a little review of how we like it. Initial take on the box is it is solid. It is something you could definitely store your MoonShade in if you decided in your house or garage or whatever it be. Opening it up, sweet package. Absolutely love the gray to match the van, and some strong magnets. Whoa, those are strong. So these are magnets to go to the side of your van, and then the awning actually can clip right onto them. Let's check it out. Got your welcome. Congratulations on the purchase. Here's the assembly instructions and a cool little logo. I have always absolutely loved anything outer space, so this logo blows me away. If you didn't know yet, our van is actually named Ursa Minor. So here they got some pretty simple assembly instructions. So in terms of what's in the package, looks like we have the actual shade. We have poles, nice sturdy poles, and let's probably some guy lines. Oh, suction cups for the side of the van. Yep, guy lines and stakes. Alright, first step is to figure out where you want them located. I decided I'm going to use the magnets, but I'm going to put up rags. That way it'll be easier to take them off. The suction cups on the ProMaster wouldn't fit on the side, but would on the roof, but I couldn't use the little flip down thing to make the suction cups stick because our rack is in the way of where we have the flat roof. So I'm gonna definitely figure out a way to put an anchor directly onto our roof rack without having to take them off regularly. So once we do that, we'll be golden. The next step 3 is only needed if you can't get your anchor 7 feet apart, which these aren't currently 7 feet apart, but once I get the MoonShade up there, I'll be able to space them out perfectly. So move on to step 4, connect shade to the anchors. So under the shade, there are these carabiners, which are perfect for mounting to those anchors. 5, attach the poles to the awning. So just like a normal tent pole, they just pop together. We'll go ahead and stick them through. Step 6, set up the support poles. And you can extend the MoonShade up with these push button pieces. So the final step is attaching the guy lines. A lot of people don't really know what these are for. They usually come in tent packaging, and people just leave them at the bottom of the bag and never take them out, or throw them out altogether. This side is what you put your tent stake on, and it will actually allow you to tension it so that you can get it tighter. So I'll show you that as we get those in the ground. But to attach the top piece, all we have is this open paracord, which a lot of people will just tie a knot in, and then you can't really get it undone. So I'm going to show you the best way to go about doing that. So I usually make sure to make the paracord in a handful piece. You want this because we're going to put it through a loop. So now make a loop with your paracord, put it up and through your loop that's holding onto it, and then all of the excess cord, both sides of the loop, you just go ahead and stick through. And voila! So now it's hitched to it, and it is as simple as pulling that out to be able to get it undone. You just pull that cord there, and boom! Show you one more time. Got the cord all managed up. You go ahead and pull that loop through, and then the whole bit of cord comes through, and you got your hitch. And you can make that tail a lot smaller or leave it big. It's up to you. And you can even adjust that through pulling this. So you can make a tiny little tail if you want. Got the final guy line on. I told you I would show you how this plastic piece works. So this loop where the knot goes through is what you put your tent stake into. And I usually will take a rock that I find at the campsite to be able to push it in. Some people will have a rubber mallet or a plastic mallet, something else to be able to put those in, but a rock will do. So to tighten this, because look at all that excess play, you basically pull through the excess and go up this line. And moving that up will take up all the slack. Wow, that was such an incredibly simple process. Yes! I cannot be happier with how easy that setup was, how noticeably cooler the shade is in front of the van. I think a big part of it too is how much of the van is now covered from getting direct sunlight. So it literally has dropped degrees. I can guarantee that. One of the things I normally like to do is run the fans while I'm working in the van during the day, but this honestly has changed the amount of heat I'm feeling. It's almost 100 degrees here. It is noticeably cooler, and I don't know if that's thanks to the metallic film that they have on the inside, but definitely worthwhile. thanks to Bearfoot Theory and Vanlife Roadmap for giving this MoonShade away, and for MoonShade donating it to the cause. I am so happy we were the ones that won, and that we can start utilizing it well before we were budgeting for it. But can't suggest it enough. If you are looking for an awning for your van, definitely can recommend this, just from the initial ease of setup and the noticeably cooler temperatures I'm already experiencing. Hope you enjoyed the video, seeing how these are set up. I fumbled through it first time. You saw it as it was happening, so no changing the experience there. If you did like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified when we post new content. We have a lot more van build videos coming your way, so we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye guys.